blue boat again, you want to go on the right side of that. That's our cove. Right here, this house on the point, that blue boat. You're going to want to come around. Now as you come into the cove, it's no wake. So you're going to want to slow down. Again, remember, stay center on this channel coming in. And go slow because it's a no wake zone. You'll see, remember the little landmarks. There's that little swing chair there. So again, we're the cove on the right of that, so you don't get confused on the inlet that you're coming into to get back to the house. And again, stay center on the cove. When you're coming in right here, go slow. And just stay center the whole way coming in. When you're coming in to any spot where it's a no wake zone, make sure you slowly pull back on the throttle. Don't pull quickly. You want to throttle back slowly and very gently. Now you also want to, when you're coming in, take a wide angle coming into the pier. So you can see I'm coming way out on the north side of the cove. Our house is right there. You can see our pier. We're going to be coming on the right side of the pier, but you want to take a very wide approach to it. So that way when you come up to the pier, you can just come in straight onto it. You can see I'm positioning up. The pier is straight ahead of us. And I'm just going to come in nice and slow. Stay on the right side, obviously. But you're just going to take your time, nice and slow. Again, when you come in, nice wide angle, hug that outside cove line. And you're just going to come in nice and slow. When you get to about here, you can throw it in neutral and just kind of coast in. Hug the pier, get a little close to it, but you can always pull the boat in when you get parked. It's a soft bottom shore. Now when you get in, make sure the boat is in neutral, right? We're back in neutral right here. The prop is off. We're not in motion. You're gonna come up here to the front. And you're gonna want to tie the front to the cleat right here. You're gonna go around. You see how I'm doing that? Around once, and then put it through. Now let me show you that again. You're gonna come around the outside once, circle all the way around. Once you have it fully around like that, make a little loop, throw it through the back side, the underside of the loop on the rope, and then just tie it around the cleat. It'll be nice and tight. And then when you come around to the back, you're going to put the cleat through, or put the rope through the cleat, through the center, and just loop it around. Now this has some slack in it, so the boat will shift in and out a little bit, but once you're getting ready to take the boat out, you can just pull on the line, and it'll bring the boat in closer to the pier, and then you can make sure that everybody gets on nice and safe. Now once you have the boat tied up, boat's in neutral, turn it to an off position. Now the power's still on, but you're gonna wanna make sure that you lift the boat out of the motor, out of the water. So you're gonna hit up on the trim, pull the boat out of the water, make sure the motor's all the way out. And that's it. Now I do want to talk about the trim real quick. You're gonna see this dial right here. That's your trim indicator. Shows you where the motor is in position and where the prop is located in the water. Now you can see as I move that, the trim up and down, and I'm holding this switch up and down. See, down. You can see the trim being lowered into the water. The motor's being lowered into the water. Now you want to get it right underneath. When it's past that half line, that's when the prop is in the water. I suggest getting it down to around that quarter mark. You can see that little quarter mark right there underneath. So try to put the arrow, line it up with that, and you know you're safe. And at least to get the boat started and get out of the cove. Once you get out of the cove and you're getting started to open up the throttle, you can certainly adjust the trim and you can bring it down a little bit lower. You'll notice the ride is a little bit different as you're adjusting the trim up and down out of the water. But always make sure when you're in motion, if you are adjusting the trim, stay within that quarter in the bottom. So the down right there, DN, you want to stay there. That means that's all the way down. Your boat can't, your prop can't go any lower. Now you want to stay within that in that first quarter mark. Do not go up above that. The prop will come out of the water and you don't really get very far. So stay within that. Now I'm going to put the trim back up, make sure the motor is completely out of the water. I'm going to turn the key off, take the key out. Very, very, very important. Master power, you got to turn that off. If you leave that on, you're going to drain the batteries, kill the batteries, and the boat's not going to start the next time you come out. So you're going to want to kill the master power. Now all the power has been shut off. And you also want to come back here. And this is the master power switch. Every time, turn that off. Make sure it's completely off. So again, I had it on the on position, the green on position, which means it was using battery 2. Now I've turned it completely off. Now that disables all the power to the boat. The batteries won't drain. And when you come out for your next round of boating, it'll power right up and you can have yourself another great time. Now, when you're exiting the boat, you want to make sure that the buoys are in the water, the bumpers, to help the boat if it doesn't hit the pier. Now, when you're getting off the boat, watch your step. Be very careful getting off. Pull the boat in close to the pier. And again, help those that need help. Little ones, elderly, whoever it is, your furry friends. But get them in close to the pier. Make sure everybody is safe. And be careful when you're walking off the pier.